Welcome back. Time to take a look at the NNL, talking about Nigerian National League. But before that, we have a guest in the studio talking about Kayode Ahmed. Good morning. Good to have you.
Momentarily, you paused, and I know why. Good morning, guys.
She's getting there.
No, she's getting there.
She's getting there.
She's work in progress.
Exactly.
Well, you know, you look like that guy.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Always a pleasure to be here.
Thanks. We're going to talk about the NBA in a
Certainly.
bit, right? I know you're a champion at the beat to do that. But before then, let's talk about the Nigerian National League.
Yes, NNL just midweek fixtures for you. Remember, they are the only ones in action right now. The Women's League, they're on break. They'll resume after the Super Falcons qualifiers. And, of course, you know, the league also, well, we've got some games that'll be coming up much later. But then midweek fixtures from the Nigerian National League, starting with A1. Yes, BMO and EFCC will be in action. Giordano and FC Zamfara also in action. Gombe United and Real Stars. You have Sokoto United and Damo United. Malufashi and Jigawa Golden Stars. So names you get here when you're ready from. A2 also games for today. FC Taraba and Akolosene International. You have Kaduna United and Kogi United, ABS and NAF FC will also be in action. For Thursday, you have Kada City and Mighty Jet of Jos. Then for B1, you have Spartans FC and Abia Comment, 3SC and Aqua Starlet, Benin Insurance and J Atete. Insurance, they're yet to lose again. I think they're really doing well right now, right? Yeah, also have Warri Wolves and Bayelsa United. That's a tough one, a very, very tough one. Then also B2, the 30th, that's today's game. You have Stationary Stores and Dynamite Force, Delta Stars and Delta Force also in action. Newu United and Oshu United also in action. Crown FC and Rovers of Calabar will also be in action today. Then games for Thursday also, you have Ikorodu United and Bremen Stars will be in action. Then well, the game between Road Safety and Gateway, they are on a bye, so they will not be playing this midweek. Okay, that's for the NNL. Now let's go straight to the big one. Talking about where timeline from FIBA. I mean, we've been expecting this. Everyone wanted to know when is the election. But then before the election will be here, they have certain guidelines. They've actually released, you know, to both parties, talking about Mr. Musakida and Tijani Umar, a letter that was, you know, sent to them to draw their attention to what they need to do before the elections will be heard. So there's going to be, if you can have the tabular form of that letter and just read through what it's all about. And the first, before we go, okay, let's just go through this one, Atayo.
Right. I mean, this one, Kayode, when the fact-finding mission came the other time, the thing they said was that there's going to be new elections. We agreed, but there wasn't really any timeline to follow. I recall Ayatunde Onabulu was on the show just after they're coming to Nigeria then. But now they've come with this action timeline leading up to new elections for the Nigerian Basketball Federation. Remember, there's a leadership tussle in past still rocking that body. So there goes the timeline right there. Consultation with relevant stakeholders. The deadline for that to happen is on July 30th, 2018. Then there's going to be a revision of statutes as well. So deadline for that is on August 31, 2018. Then there's another consultation with stakeholders. Yeah, you know who the stakeholders are. September 14, that's when that one is expected to go down. While there will be a final revision and approval by FIBA. That's for October 15. When all this is done, perhaps we'll eventually get the go-ahead from FIBA for new elections to hold.
Yeah, before the first consultation with stakeholders, the factions will be required to submit their constitution on the 4th of June.
Okay.
That's Monday next week. But FIBA has reiterated its earlier stance, recognizing the KIDA-led board in the meantime. But I'm glad that this second letter has got timelines, unlike the first that was sent on the 16th of March, that left the soul of the MEBF in limbo for over 2 months. Better late than never. Right about now, we have a timeline to work with.
Correct.
After that, we would have submitted a constitution, stakeholders meeting, review, recommendation, and afterwards, maybe after October 15, we should be getting set for an election. It's been back and forth. and they've said that sporting and commercial activities
in the meantime, we can
remains with the KIDA-led board. And I'm saying to myself, how will the other faction, led by TJ Umar, who are organizing the Basketball Premier League, sponsored by
they've got their own sponsors as well.
A major company, how will they reconcile that in the meantime? Because at the end of the day, if you want to go for international competition, you still have to get some of these players from the local scene. It's still somewhat messy, but at least FIBA has taken a stance, and hopefully, if it's abided with, by the end of the year, we should have the recognized and substantive president of the NBBF and put all these issues to rest once and for all.
Yeah, don't you think FIBA is actually coming in late into this? Because I feel, the league was in limbo for a while, and you have the Musa Kida, they're trying to, talking about Division 2 now, organized. Of course, you have Tijani Umar having the top flight league and all that. Right now, they're going on. So what's going to happen in this one? Maybe if FIBA, the first letter they sent, all these things have been itemized, ensuring that, say, consequently, as a result of all this, when all these things are done, in the meantime, the board of KIDA shall organize all aspects, including commercials, the league, and all that. They should have done this from the very beginning.
Exactly.
So that we don't have, issues like this. Because when you're having two different bodies running two different leagues, I just pity the players, really.
Well, it just corroborated my stance. Like I did say earlier, when they sent the first letter in March, they were in Nigeria when they sent in the delegation in late January, early February, and we're expecting the letter almost immediately, and it took a while. And when the letter did arrive, we were like, okay, is this it? There was no timeline. So it left areas, it left gray areas for both factions to explore and exploit, which they did. And it further led us into the abyss. And when they felt, oh, we have not handled this matter quite well, they now had to send another letter dated 28th of May. Hopefully with the timeline, we should be able to get a way forward eventually by the end of the year.
Interesting. And